Dear friends, this is 𝗦𝗲𝗀𝗃 in Atlanta, Georgia. I came here for about a week for the marriage ceremony of my wife's nephew, and I thought that, without wasting time, I should do this vlog and relate this information to you. I've been thinking about it for a while. This issue of insulin resistance, which I have mentioned in my previous vlogs. And when I talk to many folks, friends, families, they always tell me that, they've been maintaining their blood glucose pretty well because, they watch their fasting blood sugar or fasting blood glucose, which we call, which comes into the complete metabolic panel, and HbA1c. And of course, these are the two parameters which most of the doctors track for their patients. But I wanted to mention something which nobody is looking at it, because you have to ask your doctor something special, because it's not in standard panel, and that is your fasting insulin. Because you can have a pretty good blood glucose because it's a fasting blood glucose and your HbA1c, but sometimes people are compromised on the insulin front. So make sure that you ask your doctor fasting insulin, and once you get that number for fasting insulin, you can check your HOMA-IR. HOMA-IR is nothing but it's an acronym for Homeostatic Model Assessment. HOMA-IR is Homeostatic Model Assessment for your insulin resistance. So this is one of the best indicator to see whether you are insulin resistant or insulin sensitive. Now, what do you do, or how you do it, calculation? It's a very simple. I have done one vlog on that as well, but I wanted to emphasize in today's vlog this very much, that this is very, very crucial. A lot of people don't know because they've been monitoring their fasting blood glucose and fasting insulin, and sometimes it's too much insulin which is running in your blood serum, which is not good. It's a type of a diabetes which we call hyperinsulinemia in medical literature. So that too much fasting insulin or too much insulin running in your system is not good either. And that happens because pancreas is overworking, because a lot of folks keeps eating throughout the day, and every time we put something in our mouth, once it turns to glucose, the glucose should go into the cells, and insulin comes through the pancreas through the command of a beta cells. That insulin should rescue the glucose and send it to the cells. And sometimes if we keep chugging, which most of the folks, frequent eaters, do, and every time you put something in the mouth, your insulin comes out and try to rescue. And by doing this, pancreas runs into the overdriving mode, and insulin has been floating around in the blood serum. Now, how to calculate HOMA-IR? It's a simple calculation. Normally you have the fasting blood glucose in your data for the blood work. Once you ask your fasting insulin, you multiply both numbers. You take your fasting insulin and multiply by the fasting blood glucose and divide it by a constant. Now, the constant have two numbers. If you are working in the US units, in the USA, you divide it by 405. But if you are working in international units outside the US, in nanomoles, then you need to divide by 22.5. Now, you will get a number. If the number is less than 1, it means that you are pretty much insulin sensitive, and that's another confirmation of your fasting blood glucose, which was okay to begin with, and your HbA1c, which was under control. So now you have peace of mind that you don't have too much insulin in your system. Your homeostatic model assessment of your insulin resistance is pretty good because you are pretty insulin sensitive if the number is less than 1. If you are between 1 and 1.9, then you are compromised on your insulin sensitivity. It means you are inching towards insulin resistance. If your number is greater than 1.9, then you are pretty much insulin resistant, and eventually you will be declared once it reflects in your blood glucose and HbA1c, and that you are full-blown diabetic, or you have to treat yourself or manage the condition based with the drugs. Now, the reason I'm doing this, because we don't want to be in the dark, because if you're checking your fasting blood glucose and fasting insulin and HbA1c, all these three numbers, then you can be darn sure that you are pretty much insulin sensitive. And you want to be insulin sensitive because insulin resistance is a driving force behind all the non-communicable diseases, which is cancer, heart disease, diabetes, neurodegenerations. All sorts of things starts with insulin resistance. Particularly if you have a big belly, if you have a high BMI, you should check your insulin must, because you may be compromised on that front. And remember that this insulin resistance is a silent killer, which takes our quality of life in the worst condition over the time. So I thought that this information I should relate to you once again. Please make sure that you ask your doctor fasting insulin when you do the annual blood work, and calculate your number of HOMA-IR. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, again, I have shared a vlog in which I have actually calculated my case study of insulin sensitivity by calculating my HOMA-IR number. So please watch that vlog, and I'm going to be including that link along with this vlog as well, so you can watch it. See you next time with another vlog. Bye.